Hi, welcome back to Hawks Tarot. I'm Dr. Jennifer Hawks. We're going to do an all signs reading and I'm just going to see what comes out. They're going to be kind of spring messages for everybody. So we're going to start with Aries and move right along. And I will timestamp in the comment section below later, but you know how that goes. You can always check out the full reading, much appreciated. You can also check out not only your sun, but also I find a lot of good messages when you look at your moon sign. Really, look at how you're handling things emotionally and maybe what we need to consider emotionally for ourselves, especially with yesterday being a full moon. So please check out not only your sun, but also your moon. You may also find it beneficial for you to check out your rising sign. Some people find it beneficial to look at their Venus. So, North Node, South Node, there's a lot of different placements. So please feel free to check out more than just your sun. So let's get in to Aries, starting with my Aries. All right, one more shuffle, Aries. What do we have for our Aries signs? Using the Light Seers deck. All right, Aries. What messages can I give to Aries? Show me Aries for this spring. Aries. Aries. What messages for Aries? Oh. Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles. And we got Justice in the reverse. With the Empress on the bottom, Aries. Okay. So, with Queen of Pentacles and Justice in the reverse coming out, you may, Aries, just need to kind of hold your own right now. There may be something that just isn't quite fair currently going on in your life and your situation, and you're going to need to maintain this Queen of Pentacles energy for yourself, right? So and now let's say that you already feel like you've maintained, all four queens. Just speaking, no gender in tarot here, right? I'm just speaking of the energies. So for you, Aries, let's say that you're working on, you know, obtaining an Empress status, right? Empress is all four queens. Well, right now, in order to either maintain or achieve an Empress status, you're going to have to really hone in on this Queen of Pentacles energy for yourself this spring. Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing, they're very caring, they're very charitable. Why I think this is coming up for you is because there is some level of injustice in your situation, in your life. Because of that level of injustice, this may be kind of a test from the universe to see if you're going to maintain an Empress status, if you're going to be able to, really overcome the injustices. And I like to remind everyone that we're no one's judger, right? We don't call judgment day on anybody. We can work on ourselves. We can accept and choose to love others. We can choose to accept the situations that are around us and work on what we can do, right? Remember, the only thing that you can control, Aries, is your response. You can choose to emotionally react to a situation that's not fair, but that's not going to do you any good. That's going to lower your worth, right? So Aries, I think this is really trying to say for this spring that you need to maintain a sense of choosing to respond, not react, choosing to be charitable and nurturing and kind, regardless of a situation that may not be fair. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit more information here. Show me what's the What's the justice in reverse here? What is the justice in reverse? What's the justice in the reverse for my Aries? Ace of Swords with the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So I just got this message for some of you Aries. Some of you are actually not being fair to yourself right now. Some of you are actually not giving the love to yourself that you need to. You're really not, you're trying to maintain this sense of stability, but maybe you're not being fair to yourself in this. So make sure that you are honest with yourself, right? Make sure that you speak your truth, but that you do speak your truth from a place of kindness and compassion, right? Not emotionally reacting to situations, but responding with kindness and compassion to everyone, including yourself. This could also be that the imbalance and the injustice here is somebody else that's lying, right? That's not telling their full truth. This could also be, the injustice could also be that you've said hurtful things or that you've said things that are not being very loving, right? Maybe you were coming from a place of ego, or maybe you were, just a little harsh, right? We've all been there. We've all said things from time to time where it's like, oh, I really did it in this time on that one. So there's some level of injustice here with an aspect of communication, with an aspect of this Ace of Swords. So either you've said something tactless, or you've gossiped or spread rumors or said something to somebody that was inappropriate, or maybe you're not telling yourself the truth. Maybe you're being unfair to yourself, or somebody else is doing that to you, right? Aries, please make sure that this is not you saying hurtful things. I'm getting that message multiple times. So you might need to give more love to yourself so that you can have that love and compassion to give to others. Think about self-talk, right? If you talk to yourself crappy, like if you're being an a-hole to yourself when you allow these thought processes to occur, then you're probably not going to be as kind and compassionate to other people when you speak to them, right? Because you're allowing this negative thought pattern. So every once in a while, when your guard is down or when you're not um, using all of your faculties, so to speak, you might pop off and say something that you normally would have filtered, right? That you normally wouldn't have said out loud to somebody else. But you're doing it, right? But that comes from an underlying issue. That comes from an underlying aspect of what thoughts do we allow. If we normally think this way, then of course every once in a while it's going to come out to somebody else. So is there an actual underlying problem here, or we need to fix the way that we think, the patterns of how we think about other people as well, right? Are you truly being understanding and loving and kind and compassionate the way that the Queen of Pentacles would be? So really try to hone in on this Queen of Pentacles energy over the next couple months through the rest of the spring, because it's going to play a role here for you, Aries. If you're not being just, um, it always comes back to bite you, somehow. So, and I'm not playing the blame game here. It could be somebody else being this way. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's you. But if you know it's you, don't lie to yourself, right? There's something inherently negative about that thought process that would have even allowed you to think that way, to say those things to anybody else, more or less yourself. So, Aries, spring is going to be a lot about, um, you know, that aspect of gratitude, compassion, kindness, and really making sure that you're fair in your speech to yourself, to others. Yeah. Any advice, anything else? Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Ooh, you got Ace of Wands in the reverse. So Ace of Wands is that passionate new beginning, new opportunities, something action oriented, something that might need courage or that fiery passion to get started. Your advice is to not. So maybe you have been upset about something and you've been kind of talking about it and you're like, I'm going to do something about this, right? And that's where some of that negative imbalance might be coming in with the injustice with the Ace of Swords. So you may actually need to calm your fire a little bit, Aries. I could have said so many different phrases just then, but I'm going to leave it at calm your fire. So if you're feeling very fiery about something that is maybe an injustice, maybe you think it's an injustice, right? Universe has a crazy way of working things out. So sometimes when we think something's not fair, there's actually a bigger lesson in there that we're supposed to be learning, right? So some of my Aries may actually just need to calm it down. The universe will work it out. You are no one's judger. You are nobody's punisher. Um, you might just need to step back and harness this Queen of Pentacles, loving, charitable, kind, compassionate energy. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. So go within and heal. Don't pop off on people. Don't start fights. Don't think that you're going to solve a problem here that's an injustice by you making it worse, right? Go within, heal, and look at the lesson here. Look at the lesson with this injustice in your situation. Okay? If you guys want a personal reading, please feel free to reach out for a personal reading. That one can go so many different ways. We're moving on to Taurus. All right, let's get some shuffle. Oh, I just saw 10 of Cups when I split the deck. Let's shuffle for Taurus. Shuffle for Taurus, followed by Knight of Pentacles I just saw. Taurus, you might have something good coming in. Let's see what's going on for Taurus for spring. All right, for Taurus. For Taurus for spring. Spring messages for Taurus. Okay. This one went way down here. Hold up. Okay. Okay, so actually kind of interesting. You got kind of the opposite of what Aries just got. So if Taurus is dealing with an Aries, you may want to watch the Aries reading. But Taurus, you got the Ace of Wands in the upright. So that passionate, fiery opportunity, new adventure. And then you got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this almost gives me that energy of like, don't overthink it. Don't say anything about it. Just go for it, right? Put the work in. Just, sometimes, and especially if we're kind of like wondering what to do next, and we have a really good idea, it might be telling you to not overthink that good idea, to not seek out too much advice and then just end up confusing yourself when really you should just go for it, right? Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, followed by the 10 of Pentacles and Strength, and then the Lovers. So you're going to have this choice to actually use your inner strength and build this beautiful 10 of Pentacles, financial security, stability, happy home life. And this is destined for you. This is letting the wheel turn, right? But that's not going to happen if you overthink it. So get out of your head and really maybe just not use a lot of your words, but be action oriented this spring, Taurus. All right, advice for Taurus for this spring. Advice for Taurus. You got the Lovers again. So you got a choice. What are you going to do with it, Taurus? Right? Lovers can be a Gemini card. It doesn't necessarily have to be, a choice in love. It's just the choice. So your advice is actually, and this may be regarding a love situation for you, Taurus. Maybe there's someone that you've been interested in and you've been wanting to take a passionate beginning with them and really start something new, but maybe you've been overthinking it, or that you've been lying to yourself, even just being like, oh, is this going to work out? Does this person like me? I think you're supposed to just go for it. Be action oriented. I think if you keep overthinking this choice and not just jumping right in and going for it, I think that might actually cause a tower moment for you. It could cause a tower moment for you with a Scorpio. You got the Death card on the bottom here. I just got this idea too, Taurus. If you're already in a connection with somebody, you're already in a love relationship with someone, and you guys have just been arguing and you can't come to terms, and it's just one problem after the next. I think it's trying to tell you to actually get out before it gets worse. That you need to put an end to this situation and quit all the fighting and the mental anguish and just do what's best for you to get maybe to a more peaceful place to get out of that situation. Like, end it before the tower comes crashing down, right? Nobody wants to be up in this tree when the lightning hits. It's not fun. It's been there, right? It's not pretty. It's not fun. So if you already feel like something isn't working out in your life, but you're just not taking action to change it, maybe you're just complaining and not actually doing anything about it, your advice and your message here for spring is to make the choice to actually get out of your head, quit talking about it, quit complaining about it, and do something about it. All right. Taurus, you guys are going to have a fun little spring if you start taking action. I really hope you do take action on whatever this is for you. I don't want that tower to have to come crumbling down for you guys. There's something you've been berated or berating yourself about. There's something that you've just been over and over in your head about, but not doing anything about it, right? So this spring, you're going to do something about it, or the universe is going to do something about it for you. So I want to get ahead of that one. All right, moving on to my Geminis. Okay, Gemini. What do we have for my Gems? Okay, Gemini's spring messages. What do we have for Gemini? Spring messages for Gemini, please. Spring messages for Gemini. Gemini, please. Spring messages for Gemini. Gemini, spring messages. What do we have for our Geminis? Oh, okay. The Magician, which is a Gemini card. Mercurial energy. So, Gemini, um, the fact that this card came out alone without anything with it right away, I want you to actually focus on maybe you are ready for something that you've been holding yourself back from, Gemini. Magician is a manifester, they're a creator. You've probably been planning something for a really long time and just maybe been telling yourself you don't have enough money yet, you're not ready yet. The magician is telling you you are ready. So, whatever it is, Gemini, that you've been holding yourself back from and not letting yourself kind of get out there or not letting yourself kind of close a cycle, you might be staying in a place of hurt from the past, holding on to someone else's energy from the past. You could be telling yourself that you don't have enough or you haven't learned enough yet to do this thing that you want to do. But the magician is saying you actually have, but now you actually have to manifest it, create it, because you are ready for it. Gemini, you think you might be blocking your own blessings. You're blocking your own manifestations. But this spring, you have an opportunity to turn that around. Okay. Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, followed by the Queen of Wands underneath that. So I think you need to have that confidence in yourself and get out of this lack mentality that you're not enough and you don't or don't have enough yet. Um, I understand that with the economical situation that we're all dealing with right now, I don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon. I think it probably will get worse before it gets better as far as the, worldwide economy aspect goes. But you yourself, if you tell yourself you're not enough or that you don't have enough yet, then you're blocking your own blessings. You're telling yourself you're not ready when the magician is telling you you are ready. Okay, advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini. Two of Pentacles and Four of Cups. So, Two of Pentacles, which is that juggling too much going on at once type of energy, and Four of Cups, which is a stagnant energy, and it's also about not really seeing the blessings that the universe is trying to bring in for you. I just got this message for you, Geminis. Quit taking other people's crap, okay? Quit taking on burdens that are not yours, okay? Quit juggling, juggle the right things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be busy and feel like you've got a lot going on if those are things you want to take on. If those are things that you don't mind, doing that push for a while because it's going to get you to where you want to be. But if you're just juggling a bunch and you're not really interested in any of it, like taking on burdens from friends and family members and things like that, and not really seeing the beauty in your life or seeing the fun in what you want, you're get back to that aspect of life as magical and that you can create anything you want in this lifetime. And you may have to go hit the grind a little bit, Gemini. Your advice is Two of Pentacles and Four of Cups. So, this could even be saying if you really want to create what the universe knows you have the capability of doing, you might need to juggle a little bit, put your nose to the ground, hit the grind, hustle, make it happen for you. Maybe not focus so much on what you don't have and focus on what you do have and what you're building. This also is kind of telling me some of you Geminis need to kind of not worry or think about too much about love right now. Um, for my single successful Geminis, I think this is kind of trying to say, um, for you to kind of hit the grind and don't focus so much on your love life or what you don't have. Focus on what you want and what you're manifesting and what you're bringing in. And have that resonance of gratitude the whole time. Give that love to yourself. Any other advice for Gemini for this spring? 3 of Cups, go have fun with your friends. This is celebrations. This is gatherings with friends, like-minded people. This could also be networking, right? But I think this is going back to that aspect of the magician coming out first with that life is magical and you're ready. But you have to believe you're ready, right? So, you know, don't focus so much on love relationships right now. I think what this is trying to tell you is to focus more on building the life that you want. And you don't need a love partner to get you there, right? You already have to resonate with that. Even if what you're trying to manifest is love, then you already have to be in an essence and a vibration of love, right? So do things that bring joy to your life. The heart chakra, the heart center is that aspect of feeling joy, giving and receiving love, loving yourself, right? So go out with friends, celebrate, you know, but also put the work in, right? You may need to juggle a little bit and not focus so much on, you know, when's my love going to show up? When's my love going to show up? Are you doing everything you can to even manifest that? I don't know. Are you? Are you Gemini? Um, this is kind of trying to, like, even looking at the bottom of the deck, this is kind of trying to tell me not to focus on love right now this spring. It's going to happen when it's right for you, and you got to be in the right vibrational essence to attract the right love for yourself anyway. So if you're kind of not believing in yourself, and or if you're looking for a love relationship or a partner to solve your problems, we all know that's not going to happen, right? You're going to attract the wrong energy at that point, right? Because you're putting off the wrong energy. So if you go back to focusing on life is magical and knowing that you're ready and, really put that drive and effort into what you're trying to manifest, and then enjoy your life, spend time with friends. Everything about this is telling me that Gemini, if you're holding on to someone that maybe the universe removed them from your life because they weren't right for you, please don't sit in sadness and think that you're not going to get everything you want in life until you have love, because maybe you're thinking about it backwards. Go out and have fun, Gemini. So work hard, focus on what you want, manifest, the life that you want, and have more fun in your life this spring, okay? Work hard, play hard. But don't be desperate, okay? And don't sit over here thinking anything lesser of yourself if you don't have the love situation that you want yet. I love you, Geminis, okay? My Gems, you got this. You're the magician. Show the world what you can do. Create and manifest this spring. All right. On to my Cancer babies. Hi, Cancers. Let's get you guys a spring message. Let's see for Cancer. Okay, get another shuffle in here. Cancer, Cancer. There we go. Spring messages for Cancer. What does Cancer need to see for spring? Spring for Cancer. Okay. Okay, so you got 5 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and 3 of Cups. I think some of you might be dealing with some competition in the workplace. I'm kind of getting that vibe where there might be someone that was given an offer that you felt like you deserved. Especially with the 5 of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. So this Page of Pentacles is this offering, right? You might be struggling to prove your worth to get a promotion or to get this offer, right? But this is kind of, I'm just getting this vibe that you might be a little jealous or a little upset or in competition with someone else for an offer. I think you're upset about your work somehow. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. Cancer, some of you are upset with your work situation. You're upset with your workplace. You might be upset with certain coworkers. You might be upset that you got passed over for an opportunity. This came up in another Cancer reading like a month or 2 months ago. So maybe this is the same situation and this just ended up how it played out. But please don't sit in the 5 of Wands or the 5 of Cups energy, Cancer. But I am getting that vibe that there's someone you're competing with, someone that you're struggling with or fighting with in some way, even if they're not aware that they're in a fight with you, right? Cancers are really good at that. Cancers, you guys could literally be in a fight with someone and they had no idea. Scorpios are good at that too. Although Scorpios usually they'll just wait and wait and wait and wait and then they'll sting you, right? Cancers, you could go years of being in a fight with someone and them never even knowing. I love you guys. But this struggle, this competition, this fighting over an offer or for an offer. But really what this is saying for the spring is there may be this competition for an offer, but still make sure that you have fun. This 3 of Cups is a need to have more fun. Look at the people that you can trust, right? Look at your close inner circle of friends and go have fun with them, right? Celebrate the things that you can celebrate. And if you are struggling with something in the workplace here or coworkers or something along those lines, I want you to kind of go within and look at what can I do to make this situation better for myself, for everyone involved. And that might actually be just changing your mindset around it so that you're not so upset, so that you're not having this, anguish over this situation or over this offer. By having more fun, by going out with your friends, by speaking with people that you can trust that are maybe outside of the situation, that are friends, not necessarily coworkers, you'll be able to continue forward. But if you've run yourself down and just, been in this mental struggle and been in this, this combative energy over something you want or over something somebody else got or over the, you feeling like you're doing more than your coworkers, You might need to be a little bit guarded about what you necessarily say to people in the workplace. But if you go out and have a good time and you go out and have fun and you allow yourself to bring some of that joy back into your life, then that energy carries over into your work, right? So in the long run, you're actually benefiting your personal and your work life by doing that. So go have fun this spring, Cancer. All right, advice for Cancer for this spring. Oh, right away. Okay. Strength and the King of Cups. So go within, use your inner strength. This situation, it's going to work out, right? Even if you don't get exactly what you think you deserve or exactly what you wanted. Sometimes when we don't get what we think we wanted, that's actually a blessing as well, right? Because maybe we weren't seeing what that situation would have turned into initially, right? It looked all glittery and gold, but maybe that was actually just going to drain you and make you feel like crap, and it wasn't going to give you the time that you needed to bring more joy back into your life. So use that inner strength as well, to really look at what's going to be best for you. Also, King of Cups, so that aspect of being very loving and kind and having a lot of emotion, um, for the situation, for your friends, for your family. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Cups. So it's a gift, right, from the universe, but it also can be that love to ourselves, right? So go have fun, give love to yourself, use your inner strength. You do have right underneath the Ace of Cups, you do have the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Cups. So that divine pair there with the King and the Queen of Cups for my Cancers. So that's actually really good. There's some work struggle right now. There's something involving coworkers, business, um, something that's been a fight, a competition, a struggle in some way over an offer, a raise, a client, a position, what have you. But you got this. You got this. Put that out of your mind. Leave your work at work. Don't drag that into the rest of your life, the rest of your month, the rest of your spring, the rest of your year. You got this. Okay, good luck with that, Cancers. We're going into my Leo. What do we have for Leos for spring? What's going on for my Lions? Leo for spring. Spring messages for Leo. Leo for spring. Spring messages for Leo, please. Spring messages for Leo, please. Okay. You got the Devil and the Queen of Swords, both in the reverse. With the Star on the bottom. Okay, Leo. So the very first message I got for this was you might need to just be completely cold and quick about cutting something out that's not good for you. You may need to really just, it may seem harsh, it may seem quick, it may seem not the way you normally would like to address things, but there's likely something that's a devil energy, whether it be within you or whether it be ego or whether it be someone, a relationship, someone around you that you need to like completely cut that devil energy out of your life and do it quickly with a swiftness. Um, and you may be kind of hesitant to do this because that's not, the way you like to present. You may find that a little harsh or a little cold or a little uncaring. But at the end of the day, is it better for you to just be that swift, quick, cold cut? Or is it better for you to let this double type of energy keep draining you? So that message is for some of you. Um, with the star on the bottom, it's that aspect too of remaining hopeful that the good things are coming and that, this situation will get better. Another message that I just got is, Leo, this spring you may find yourself kind of humbled in some way, shape, or form. There could even be someone that's like a Queen of Swords energy that kind of may humble you and put you in your place. And it may not come in the nicest way, but it may cause you to drop pieces of your ego, right? So, spring for you may actually kind of be about humbling yourself, right? So, if we have the devil energy in the reverse, that can be about releasing the ego, humbling ourselves, right? And with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, can be kind of harsh, cold, even nasty communication, right? Because it's not Queen of Swords in the upright. Queen of Swords in the reverse can be a little harsh. And there may be something where a Queen of Swords in the reverse energy actually humbles you. Forcing you to drop that ego, right? And this may be something that, like, right after they say that thing to you, or right after, you experience this quick cut from the Queen of Swords, you're like, oh, actually, that was my ego talking, or actually, that was, the addiction speaking. I need to kind of work on that for myself. So, spring can be about releasing the ego, releasing addictions. There might be some harsh words, or it could be about you cutting out somebody and you being the one that has to be harsh about it. Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo. So I was looking because I was trying to figure out how they wanted me to read this card, because you got Justice and it came out on its side, but when I picked it up in reverse. So I'm going to read it as transitional energy. Um, if this is an encounter where, like the first example where it's like you have to do the quick cutting and cut something out of your life or someone out of your life, um, you may feel like it's just not fair, right? And that you don't want to act that way to anybody. But that may actually be that the situation isn't fair, but it's working on turning into a balanced, just situation. Could also mean you're dealing with a Libra, right? Because you do have Queen of Swords and Justice out here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn with the devil in the reverse. But more so than anything, I'm feeling like you're going to deal with something this spring that does feel imbalanced or like I'm just getting like this heavy energy. Like, Leo, I feel like you do not want to do what you're going to have to do in spring that's for your best interest because it's harsh or because, it's just you don't want to come off that way. But the situation already may be unfair, right? And then you got transitional energy for justice as advice. So do what's right for you, you know, so that you can return to a level of equilibrium and balance. Bottom of the deck on this is Page of Wands. So there might be a new adventure that you need to take. And you probably don't see this new opportunity, this new adventure yet, because the moon is right underneath that. So it's not revealed quite yet to you of what this new opportunity is. But this could be something along the lines too, that once you drop the ego or cut this devil energy out of your life, that even though the words that are coming towards you or the words that are coming out of you may be not necessarily how you would have handled it normally, it may be kind of harsh or cold. But in order to ever restore justice and balance to this situation, that needs to happen. And there's another opportunity, a Page of Wands, a new opportunity that's going to be more fiery and passionate for you that you don't see it yet. And this could be even this devil energy or your ego could be blocking this opportunity. And once you humble yourself or once you cut that devil energy out of your life, that's when the new opportunity will arise. All right, Leo, good luck with that one. Of course, if you guys want a personal reading, reach out. You have to email me for a personal reading. I'm not going to reach out to you for a personal reading, okay? Be careful. Don't get scammed out there. There's a ton of people online that would rather take advantage of kind-hearted people like you than go do something to make their own money, So you stay true and know that if you're wanting a reading with Dr. Hawks, you got to email me. I got more than enough going on in my daily life, okay? All right, on to my Virgos. On to Virgo. I'm hoping I get this reading actually done before my next patient gets here. But we will take the time we need, right? Virgo for spring. Virgo for spring, please. Virgo for spring, please. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Spring messages for Virgo. What does Virgo need to see for spring? Virgo. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Could you see those jump? Okay. What do we have? Oh, okay. So you got Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This is not working well together, right? Could be issues with business or coworkers. But in general, this is not coming together as a team to collaborate and work well together. Followed by the Knight of Swords, which is very quick communication, but it also can be something that catches you off guard. And it also can be something that is tactless, right? Like really quick communication, but not necessarily delivered with tact. Followed by the Three of Cups, which is, that celebration with friends, the need to have more fun, things like that. Followed by the Seven of Swords, which can be, sneaking away. It can be trying to avoid a situation. It also could be lies, theft, betrayal, deceit. And then you got Four of Cups on the bottom, which is that stagnant energy of not being interested in the offer, not seeing the blessing in the offer. So as I was explaining to you the cards that came out, I got a message right away for Virgos that you may have someone that you considered a friend that is actually going to tell you that you have not been holding up your end of the relationship or the friendship. You may be the one that hasn't been working well with others, hasn't been a good team member, or a good friend, so to speak. And the Knight of Swords right after that, kind of swiftly coming in, um, you know, you may you may find out that a friend was gossiping about you. You may find out that someone that you considered a friend was is going to tell you or other people that you're not actually that good of a friend, or that you have not been, kind of working well together with them. So there could be a level of gossip going on here. But Virgo, mainly, I want you to look at this from, like, for one, spring, new growth, new opportunities, work on growth, personal growth for yourself. Have you been a good friend? Have you been a good coworker? Have you been a good team member for whatever team you're on, or whatever, company you're a part of? Have you been pulling your weight, Virgo? Or have you been relying on others to pull extra weight to keep you afloat? Maybe you've been acting all friendly, but you're not doing anything, like, to help the situation. It's like, oh yeah, you're here when it's time to have fun, but when it's time to work, where's Virgo? A lot of the Virgos I know are actually very hard workers, but I'm not going to lie to you, and this is what the energy is kind of coming up as. Um, Maybe you've been a little stagnant yourself, Virgo, and not really interested in, you know, some of the opportunities that you've had right in front of you. So you just kind of, like, not interested, not putting the effort in. I seriously think someone's going to tell you something, Virgo, in the next couple months for the rest of spring. Someone's going to come in with a message that may not be what you want to hear. And it may have something to do with either you might lose a job, you might be told that you're not pulling your weight in a company or in a position. You might be told that you need to step it up. Um, You might need to actually rely on some of those true friends in spring. I'm getting a lot of messages, and I'm, like, having trouble actually clarifying what all the messages are, right? I think there's something to do with work, right? Either you're not working hard enough, you're not pulling your weight, or you're going to lose a position, or someone is going to claim that you're not working hard enough. Someone might even claim that someone might call you out on your shit. Okay? I'm sorry, Virgo. But there's lies here. There's some level of deceit here. And I even just got this message that maybe you're friends with someone at work and they know that you've been lying, or that you haven't been doing your job, or that you've been even stealing from the company. Um, God, I hope it's not that, but I just got that for some of you. One of your friends might actually tell on you if you're stealing from the company. For one, just don't do that anyway, because that's horrible energy. But on top of that, if someone else is having to work harder and they're not getting raises and the company's, hemorrhaging money, and then they see you over here, not really doing your job and stealing from the company or what have you, they may actually be like, you know what? No, I don't care. It's not fair, right? Virgo, you may think that, you're not interested in this and you need to have more fun in your life, but really, I think the message is that you need to actually work harder. Put the effort in. Because right now, it just kind of looks like you're scraping by with bare minimum and not being a good team member, Virgo. Sorry. Let's see if there's advice for you for spring. Hey, and if this isn't for you, it's not for you, right? Chuck the message if it's not for you. Okay. Advice. Advice for Virgo. Advice for Virgo. Advice for Virgo for spring. Knight of Wands fell. Knight of Wands fell in the reverse with Temperance on the bottom of the deck. So you got Knight of Wands popped out in the reverse and Temperance on the bottom. You might need to balance your life. You might be doing too much of the fun stuff and not enough of the actual work. This advice is probably telling you to not be so quick, fast, hasty with your activities, right? Maybe you're someone that's just been, cutting out of work early, to go have fun. Maybe the fun that you're allowing yourself to have is affecting your next day at work or affecting, and even if you don't work, right? Like, even if this could be even around the house, right? But this is telling you to kind of balance your life and not be so hasty and passionate in all of your moves. Sometimes life's not fun. Okay. We have to see the blessing in everything, right? We have to be grateful. We have to really look at what lessons can I learn in this lifetime and what is my mission towards the greater good. If you've been focusing on completely selfish, aspects and not looking at what role you play in the greater good and what role you play in contributing to, you know, uh, coworkers, friends, family, if you're not pulling your weight and you're just running around jumping from one thing to the next, trying to find something that can fill a void, but you're not balanced or happy with any of that, please get a hold of this before you lose your job if for whomever that message was for. But don't be so quick moving and jumping from one thing to the next. Put the work in, balance yourself. All right, Virgo, sorry for the harshness, but I'm going to tell you what comes up. And I hope that you can appreciate that. All right, we're going to move into Libra. Moving right into Libra here in a second. Libras, what spring messages do we have for you? Get one more shuffle in here. Okay, spring messages for Libra. Spring messages for Libra, please. Libra messages. Spring messages for Libra. Four of Cups. That sucker showed its face several times today. Spring messages for Libra. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Anything else? Spring messages for Libra. Sorry. Spring messages for Libra. Oh, the Fool. Okay, so just with what we have so far, you got the Four of Cups, which it's about, that stagnant energy, not really being interested in the offers that you have or not really being interested in general, and not seeing the blessing. Then you got the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which can be about a truth coming out. It can also be about someone not getting away with, lying or being deceitful. It can be about someone being very honest with you and straightforward. Or it could just be, you finding out the truth. And then you have the Fool card, which is about, you know, once everything is planned and ready to go, that you let yourself take that leap of faith. So Libra, you might be dealing with a situation where you're really just kind of stagnant and not interested in, life offers and the things that are going on around you. But when this Seven of Swords in the reverse here, when this truth comes out, it may actually allow you to take a leap of faith to move forward. Ace of Swords is on the bottom. So I do think there's a truth that's going to come out. Clarify the Seven of Swords in the reverse. That just popped. That is Page of Cups in the reverse. So what might come out is actually someone that you considered a friend or someone that you thought was interested in you. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not as friendly as you thought they were. Or you're going to find out the truth about someone. And this isn't someone that's been in your life a long time, right? This is someone that maybe they were kind of flirting with you. Maybe you're going to find out their true intentions. Or maybe this is just a new friend and you're going to find out that they're not friendly. They're not a good friend to me. You might I just got this message too for you Libras. Some of you might not be interested in someone that's interested in you, but then when they lose interest in you is when you you want them. That's when you take the leap of faith to go for it. Whereas before you weren't interested or you didn't see what they had to offer. Show me the Fool. Show me the Fool here. What's the leap of faith that Libra's going to take? What's the Fool here? What's the leap of faith Libra's going to take? Clarify Fool. Temperance and the King of Cups. So maybe when the time is right, that you're going to have a King of Cups enter your life, or you're going to have a King of Cups energy that you're going to be able to possess. Maybe you haven't been able to be that King of Cups loving energy because maybe you just weren't really interested. But then once Seven of Swords and Page of Cups in the reverse, clarifying that happens, that's when you're going to be able to take that leap of faith to balance yourself, balance your emotions and your activities, and be more of that King of Cups loving energy. So this could be you taking a leap of faith to be more loving, to open your heart chakra again. Yeah. Huh. Is this about Libra opening up themselves? Is this about Libra opening up their heart? Three of Swords. So, Libra, some of you have been actually very hurt by a situation and you may not have completely healed from it yet. You may be kind of ignoring the sadness and the grief that went along with that rough situation. Yeah, Nine of Swords on the bottom, followed by the Ten of Swords on the bottom, and the Seven of Wands. So I think you've been kind of like standing your ground, protecting yourself, but still at the same time, you're in this anxious, sleepless nights type of energy and not letting a painful situation actually end. You might be holding on to what was a very painful situation, and now you're just kind of, like, oh, well, I'm not interested in anything or anyone right now because you haven't let go of the sadness yet. Maybe you can't feel King of Cups energy because you haven't released the sadness. Yeah, I think this is about taking a leap of faith in love, but you're not. This spring is going to be about opening your heart back up because you have a lot of sadness here that you're probably not showing anybody. You're probably just, kind of keeping everyone at, arm's length, and not really allowing that sense of emotion to come out, even though you're still sad and kind of anxious and upset over a painful ending, but you're not letting yourself end that, right? 10 of Swords. It's done. Let it end. You're guarded about it, even, and determined to protect yourself and to protect your heart, but you're not actually healing from the sadness. What can my Libra do to heal from the sadness here? Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. So make sure to invest in yourself, invest in relationships that you do want to grow. And then what popped out is Knight of Swords. So maybe you need to talk to somebody about this. Maybe you need to, speak your piece. Maybe there's someone that did hurt you and you never even let them know how painful that was for you. And now for some people that could be healing, some people that just dredges up old stuff, right? So if you're not the type of person who's going to even find peace in letting someone else know and speaking your truth, then that message isn't going to help you, right? That's not for you. But maybe you do need to talk to someone or release, what you've been holding in that was a very sad thing for you. Because the truth's going to come out. You've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse here. Sometimes telling someone else how they did us wrong doesn't help, right? But sometimes it does. So please make sure to do that if that's the case for you. Any advice? Ace of Cups. Yeah. Open your heart. Let love back in. Give love to yourself. And then you can give it to others. But fill your cup first, Libra. All right. Good luck with that, Libras. I'll be back shortly to finish the rest of you guys. My patient just got here. All right. I'm back and we're on Scorpio. Just getting a few more shuffles in here. And we'll see what spring messages come out for Scorpios. Hope all of my Scorpios are having a fantastic day. And it is a Friday when I'm recording this. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and happy Easter to anyone that celebrates that. Okay, Scorpio. Spring messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Okay, that was fairly quick. Okay, so we got the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, Scorpio. So, right off the bat, I got the message that Scorpio, I think there's something that you know that you need to do. You know that you need to release this thing or move on from this thing that is causing a lot of anxiety for you. And I think you know it's something that you have to do, right? This High Priestess energy. I feel like you've already gotten that intuitive download. That's something that's not for you or something that's not serving your, highest good. And you're going to have to walk away from that. And I think you know you have to walk away from that, but it's causing you a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights. And this could be surrounding love that you wanted to give to somebody or love that you wanted to receive from somebody. I also feel like, because the star is on the bottom, and I also feel like that's kind of trying to tell you to remain hopeful for the love that's truly yours. That you do have the perfect, love coming in to your life that's going to be more suited for you and perfect for you. But this situation that you've been getting a lot of downloads about, that your intuition is telling you, Scorpio, walk away from that. It's causing you anxiety. It's causing issues for you. Give yourself love and walk away from a situation that is not serving you. And be hopeful that, you've got other options coming in. You've got a happy home life coming your way if you don't already have that. But it just doesn't, to me, this message really just feels like you already know what you need to do, Scorpio. And the fact that you haven't done it yet is causing you anxiety, right? So using that intuition, trust the higher self, walk towards your sunlight, walk away from what's not serving you. Whatever isn't serving you is likely causing you anxiety and sleepless nights. Give that love back to yourself. And it's okay if, what you need to walk away from is maybe giving love to somebody that isn't receiving it. Or maybe the love that you wanted from somebody, you haven't been receiving. And so you actually need to kind of separate your energy from that, because that's actually causing issues for you. And you already know that you need to walk away from that, right? High Priestess. Let me see if I get any other messages about this spread. Scorpio for spring. I just keep getting that something that you know you need to walk away from is causing you a lot of anxiety. Yeah. Let me see if I can get any clarity on this. What does Scorpio need to walk away from? Clarify 8 of Cups. What does Scorpio need to walk away from? 9 of Wands. So you might need to walk away from being so guarded, right? Maybe you don't have your heart completely open in order to receive the love. Maybe you're guarded towards anyone getting past that fence, right? Maybe you know it would make you happier to allow a love to come in, but the thought of new love coming in and truly being open and vulnerable with somebody is causing a lot of anxiety for you. You may have a new love coming in. You may have met somebody that is amazing, and your intuition is telling you, walk away from the fear of vulnerability, walk away from being so guarded, and allow this new love to come in. Don't be anxious about it, right? Scorpio, you're very lovable. Allow somebody to show you love. But that old saying, we accept the love we think we deserve. Well, if you don't think that you deserve this new love, or you deserve this, this beautiful gift from the universe, then you're going to be anxious about it, and you're not going to allow it to come in. But your intuition is actually telling you what you need to do. Your intuition is telling you, you know, maybe stop lying to yourself, stop pretending like you're not worthy, and invest in yourself, and invest in this new love, invest in, this potential relationship here. This also could mean that you need to walk away from the fears and the anxiety and give that love to yourself, right? You are safe. You are secure. Everything will work out. Everything will be okay. But you're guarded and you're anxious, and you may not be completely trusting your intuition. So I think you do have, if you haven't met someone yet, I think you do have a new love coming in, but it's going to take you walking away from something that's not serving you. And what might not be serving you is being guarded, is you being guarded, right? And maybe you've been hurt in the past and you're not sure if you want to jump into something new, but part of you is saying, you're ready, you want love. And the other part of you is like, I don't know if I can completely let someone in, right? Maybe you have secrets. High Priestess as well is about secrets too, right? And moving in silence. So maybe you have secrets that you're not letting someone completely, kind of give you love, and you're not letting yourself receive love completely because of secrets that make you anxious, that you don't want those secrets to come out. But, we just have to love ourselves enough to know that we are good enough. We are worthy. And you may be stopping yourself from receiving love because you feel like, well, if this new person found out this about me, maybe they wouldn't be interested. Live in truth. Live in the light, right? Yes, look at the shadow so that we can do that inner healing and work on ourselves. But you want to walk towards that sunlight and know that you're good enough, so that you can allow this gift to come in, this love to come in. But if you don't give yourself enough love to feel, if you don't accept yourself, ins and outs, ups and downs, if you don't accept yourself, then even if someone new did come in, they might feel like you're misleading, or, hiding something, because you're not truly open and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Okay. I'm going to ask advice. Advice for Scorpio. So, advice for spring for Scorpio. Advice, please. Advice for Scorpio. Justice in the upright. So, this is about balance, equilibrium, homeostasis, right? Things working themselves out, or the universe bringing in a level of justice where there hadn't been before. So if your advice is justice, then maybe you should work on that balance aspect of, you know, the light and the dark. Being, open and building that trust with someone, not hiding who you truly are, and or, you know, not completely accepting yourself. So if you accept yourself and you trust your intuition and you walk away from feeling like you have to guard or protect yourself, then I think that you'll actually be able to allow this Ace of Cups, whether that be truly loving yourself or allowing a love to come in. But until you do that, it's going to feel more anxious. You're worried about somebody finding you out, or worried about having to give up something that you already know you need to drop your guard a little bit so that you can be more open and receptive to love. Work on that. Balance that. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles, followed by Eight of Swords. So that's self-imprisonment, trapping yourself. Really set down your guard a little bit, knowing that you can keep going. Have that new adventure, right? Go do something new and fun. Go learn something new and fun. A new offer will come in. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, can you show me the Ace of Cups? I just want to clarify to see if there's anything else here. Show me the Ace of Cups. What is this love offer? What is this about? Show me Ace of Cups for Scorpio. Five of Wands. So, are you fighting yourself? Are you jealous? Are you being competitive? Are you thinking you're not good enough? Two of Wands on the bottom. So, Two of Wands can be about travel, making plans, trying to balance things to move forward. It can be about collaborating with somebody as well. I think you're fighting with yourself about even giving yourself love or accepting love. Scorpio, you deserve love, right? From yourself and other people. Yeah. You got to give that love to yourself and know that you deserve it. But you're fighting yourself on even that. You could be competing with someone for a love or somebody that you would like to receive love from. But more than anything, I think the majority of you, it's a level of fighting with yourself on whether or not you deserve love. I think you try to put yourself out there and then you fight with yourself about it, right? Like maybe you shouldn't have, right? You want to, but then you do a little bit and then you pull way back. And then you do a little bit more, but then you pull way back. So what we need to walk away from, that your intuition is already telling you this, right? You know more about this than I do. Your intuition has been clear with you already, right? But you're not trusting it. What you need to walk away from is that guarded energy. Yeah. I think the main thing here is that if you are fighting with yourself on whether or not you deserve to give yourself love or you deserve love, then that's going to cause a lot of anxiety. But your intuition keeps telling you, no, walk towards your sunlight. You deserve it. Any other spring messages for Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is very loving, very generous, very nurturing energy. This could be telling you to kind of know your worth, stand your ground, and not be guarded, but be sure of yourself, right? You know you're wonderful. And some of you right now already denied that. As soon as I said it, I heard you guys fighting me in your head. Like, she's just saying that. If you don't believe it, why would anyone else? Know you're wonderful. Know that you're nurturing, you're caring, you give where you can, that you're stable. Some of you could have a Queen of Pentacles type energy coming in that's gonna help you with this. But I'm getting that you need to feel that Queen of Pentacles energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, they're sure of themselves without being showy. They're nurturing without being overgiving. They're charitable without being greedy or, you know, putting themselves in a bad situation, right? Yeah. Know you deserve to receive love. And even if it's not, let's say you love somebody or you have been interested in somebody that hasn't shown you any interest. That's okay. That's just not right for you and that person. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve love from somebody else. And definitely doesn't mean you don't deserve love from yourself. So at least give back to you and know that you're worthy and know that the person that is right for you, if you open your heart and you care about yourself and you care about others and you allow yourself this Queen of Pentacles type energy, especially this spring, since that's what it's surrounding, that someone's going to accept you for exactly who you are. But if you feel like there's parts of you that you don't like or that you're unsure of, then you're going to be hesitant in sharing that part of you, right? Well, then that may come off to other people as, you know, you not being confident or you being misleading or you being, in some way deceptive about your intentions, right? And I'm not saying to be that weirdo that lays it all out on the table when you first meet somebody, right? People are going to run from that person. Except for the codependent ones, and you don't want them anyway. So you do have good love coming for you. And I think some of you just met somebody here with this Ace of Cups here. But there's a level of fighting it. But I think the fighting it isn't coming from that person necessarily. I think it's coming from you and the love that you have for yourself. You don't necessarily feel completely comfortable being vulnerable. Who does, right? Nobody. And that's okay. It's all, look, we all have to work on things for ourselves. Okay. Any other advice and then we'll move on. Any other advice for spring for Scorpio? 8 of Wands. This is quick, fast moving communication. It often can represent travel as well. This could be moving. This could be, really putting yourself out there. So if there is somebody that, let's say, I just got this example in my head. Let's say somebody's chatting with you and they're saying something nice to you. And you immediately in your head are like, oh, they're just saying that to be nice. They don't really mean that. No, they do really mean that, but you don't take it in and you don't feel that about yourself. So you're not allowing that comment to resonate with you, right? So if someone tells you, like, Scorpio, you're so handsome, or, you know, you're so smart. Oh, you're so witty. You're so fun to be with. Oh, you know, name the compliment, right? If someone says something like that to you, and you, like, let's say, pull back your energy and you're like, oh, and you read too much into it, that all goes back to you not trusting your intuition in the first place, you not giving yourself the love that you deserve, you being guarded, you being anxious and thinking way too much about the situation. A simple compliment can just be a simple compliment. Learn how to take it. Learn how to accept the love, accept the compliment. So, with this as advice, this could mean reach out to that person that had shown you love, that you were maybe a little bit too untrusting of yourself or unloving of yourself to believe it. So, message that person back. Don't leave them on red when they just said something nice to you. But because you're in your head about it and you're not willing to accept that type of love or that type of, compliment, maybe you're fighting the love from even coming in. So, advice wise, get moving, get out there, accept the love, and respond and communicate and really communicate with this potential love offer here, because it does look like somebody's interested in you, but I think you're blocking it, right? You're too guarded and you're too anxious about being vulnerable and opening your heart. Good luck with that, Scorpio. If any of you would like a personal reading, please reach out. But good luck. We're going to move on into Sagittarius. Okay. Saggies, how are you guys doing? Please feel free to leave me a comment. I love to read them. I hope all my Saggies are doing well. Let's see for Sagittarius. Spring messages for Sag. Spring messages for Sag. Okay. For Sagittarius, please. Messages for Sagittarius. Spring messages for Saggy. Temperance came out right away, which is your guys' card anyway, right? The Alchemist and the Magician. So, Temperance is your card here. It also means you could be dealing with another Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo with the Magician here. But right away, the messages that I can get off of these two cards is, Temperance being that alchemist of balancing things properly to create, right? So if you look at what you need to balance, then you can create. You can create anything, right? With alchemy. So if you have that aspect of being the alchemist, and once you come up with the right concoction, the right mixture of things in the right balance, then you could be the magician to create and manifest anything you want. So allowing yourself that time and that patience to get it right, to get that concoction just perfect, and then you're going to be ready to manifest and create the life you want. You may have had something in the past, Sag, that you felt like was kind of a perfect situation for you. Even if you didn't feel that way at the time, like now looking back, you may feel like something that was a perfect situation for you ended, and you're not sure how you're going to get it back. And you've been worried about that. But maybe that wasn't right for you, right? If we look at, the exact right, perfect timing, makeup and, environment and the exact right chemicals, the exact, what ingredients are you putting into this, right? To create the life that you want. I love that you got these two cards, actually. This is kind of nice, right? And with this being Gemini, Virgo, and this being Sag, Gemini and Sag are opposites with the, in the astrological world of things. So you've got this aspect of using opposing strengths to make up something that's actually going to be beautiful to work together. This reminds me of like people that come up with, recipes that you would never think those two things would have gone well together. But then they actually, flavor profile wise, complement each other just perfectly. So you may be playing around with something right now, Sag, to find the right balance for you. But you're going to create it. You're going to manifest something beautiful when you get the mixture right. Okay. Share with me more about the Temperance card here. Tell me more about Temperance for Saggy. 5 of Wands popped right out with the 9 of Swords on the bottom. So there's a struggle still. Something's not copacetic, right? So maybe you haven't, maybe the timing's not right yet, right? Or maybe all the ingredients aren't, involved. Maybe there's missing pieces to the puzzle, right? Something is conflicted. Something is a struggle still. This is not the perfect, like, alchemy quite yet, right? So look at that in your life. The things that you feel like have been a struggle, or the things that you feel like aren't quite right yet. And you may be very anxious about these things. But you're going to be this temperance and make it right. So that you can then be the magician and make it come to life. Can you tell me what Sag is trying to manifest? I mean, this might be different for everyone, but clarify magician. What is Sag manifesting? The moon? So we don't know yet. Secrets, this could be deception. This could just be things that haven't come to light yet. So maybe you're not sure what you want yet either, right? Maybe you're just kind of looking for, a new opportunity that's going to bring fulfillment to your life. Or maybe you're just kind of looking for new things that are going to bring joy to you, new things that are going to help you feel stable. But you're just kind of foreseeing a struggle. You haven't gotten it quite right yet. And what you're trying to manifest and create, I don't think you have a clear plan quite yet for how this would work out, which would make sense if you're seeing a struggle with temperance, right? You're seeing a struggle with getting all the pieces to come together properly. Okay, advice for Saggy, You got 8 of Swords and 9 of Wands. So with this being advice, I want you to remember, Sagittarius, that you're probably holding yourself back. Whatever's not right, whatever perceived struggle with getting it all right together before you can manifest, before you can have what you want, this perceived struggle, you're probably blocking yourself. So go back and look at what that struggle actually is. Are you binding yourself and holding yourself in a position that doesn't allow you to move, that doesn't allow you to kind of see the beauty in what you're creating? In this instance, with the 9 of Wands as well, 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior energy. And a lot of times this comes up as someone that's very guarded. But for you, I feel like this as advice is trying to say not to give up, right? That the fight, the struggle, the thing that's not completely perfect yet may actually be that you're holding yourself back and you're holding yourself bound, not able to see what you're manifesting, not able to see that you are actually going to be able to create something. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. So that aspect of you've got to actually make sure you come out of the choppy waters. You got to get the hell out of there. Whatever you're perceiving as a struggle, even if it just hasn't worked out quite yet, make sure it's not you holding yourself back from creating, right? Get out of the negative situation where you're putting yourself down or you feel like you have to fight for everything that you have. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy right there, right? If you think that you've always had to struggle and you'll always have to struggle, guess what? You'll always have to struggle. If you get out of that energy of, things are always hard for me, right? Are they always hard for you? Or is that how you're perceiving it? Are you not seeing the blessings? Are you not being grateful? I just got this energy of like maybe a Saggy that's kind of like ho-humming around because things haven't worked out for them yet. But maybe you don't have the mixture right yet, right? Like how about a dash of gratitude that we add to that? And then boom, you've manifested what you actually wanted, right? But if you're adding struggle and competition and fight and stopping yourself from things because you just foresee it's going to be a struggle or you're competing with other people. You don't need to compete with anyone, Sag. Yourself only, right? Okay, Sag, you're going to make it happen. Quit the fighting. It's not needed. You just need to keep working towards that true, correct mixture and balance for your life. So I know you're the alchemist. I know you're the temperance card anyway. So be the master alchemist here and create the right mixture to have a perfect final product. Don't block yourself. Okay, let's go to Capricorn. We're going to Capricorn. Capricorn, what do we have for my Cappies? Show me Capricorn for this spring. Spring messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Wow. Oh, wow. Heck yeah, Capricorn. Immediately you got it, and it popped out like, whoop. Read this one, then read this one, right? Eight of Pentacles, which is about doing your due diligence and your hard work, but it's also about your hard work paying off too, right? Like, because you've put the work in, because you've spent countless hours and, days, weeks, months, years, look at the lunar cycle on this card, right? Where you're seeing, at all stages, there she is at that desk, putting the work in, right? Because of your due diligence, because of the work that you've put in, the universe has recognized that. And I think you're going to get rewarded, Capricorn. There's a Two of Cups here. So it's that soulmate energy. It's a relationship growing. It is, someone that, whether it be romantic or platonic, it's someone that you're growing closer with. It's also that soul family and that soul bond with someone. I absolutely love this card, the way that their hands intertwine and the energy just comes up from the cups to intertwine. My goodness, Capricorn, you've gotten the best reading thus far. So because you put the work in on something, I think it's going to pay off for you this spring. The universe has recognized your hard work and they're bringing in a soulmate for you. Now, whether or not that's romantic or platonic, I don't know, and I'm sure it varies for everybody. But you, my Cappies, are definitely getting rewarded for the work, the hard work that you've done. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, which is, it's a friendly, sensitive, artistic type energy that's coming in. Small offer in love. It could be someone younger than you that has interest in you and is going to come in. This is going to be someone that uses their past experiences. So you may find that, like, maybe this person does have a lot of love that they want to give, but they're going to take their past experiences as a lesson so that they don't necessarily jump right in to a situation. So whatever this is, it might start small and it might start slow. But there could be an air sign with the Queen of Swords underneath the Page of Cups. You could have an earth sign with the Eight of Pentacles. You could have a water sign with the Two of Cups. I think this spring, Capricorn, you're getting the opportunity to end hardships, to end the fighting and the struggle that you've had in the past with getting things to work out. This is beautiful for you. All right, advice for Capricorn. Advice for Capricorn. Advice for my Capricorn. Yes. Two of Wands and Nine of Cups. So you're going to balance things. You're going to make that decision to move forward. You're going to grab one of those wands and actually travel or move forward or make something happen. This can be collaborating with somebody else. But then it goes right into Nine of Cups. So your advice is to balance, to plan, to move forward, to work well with others, and to enjoy yourself. That Nine of Cups is personal, emotional fulfillment. So as you move forward, especially this spring, focus on maintaining a sense of personal fulfillment, emotional independence, and happiness, because that's what's truly going to bring in this Two of Cups. That's truly what's going to show the universe, that you deserve this Two of Cups, because not only have you put the work in, but you did what you needed to move forward even after a tough situation. and you're focusing on your personal fulfillment and your emotional happiness. This Nine of Cups can be like your wishes are coming true. Yeah, your wishes are coming true. Keep being happy. Keep focusing. I think I think you've done a lot of the shadow work, Capricorn. I think that maybe this past winter was rough. Um, but I think you've done a lot of the shadow work and you put a lot of that work in on yourself. And that's what's going to allow your wishes to come true now. That's because you've done the work. Now you get the opportunity to move forward, to kind of, be in the light again after doing all of that hard work. Now you get your Two of Cups. You are supported here, Capricorn. And from the past readings that I've done for Capricorn, I feel like a lot of them were about like, don't give up, keep putting the work in. Maybe the time's not right yet. Like, keep investing in yourself, stay positive. And most of you are probably like, bitch, I'm done. But you didn't give up. You kept putting the work in. And now, here in spring, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to pay off. You've got the Two of Cups. You've got that relationship building. And that soulmate, whether or not you already met them or whatever, soulmate energy coming in. And especially with that Nine of Cups, you've got your wishes coming true. So beautiful. Good luck and well-deserved, Capricorns. Moving into Aquarius. What do we have for my Aquarians? Spring messages for Aquarius, please. I split the deck in the star. I think we might be there. Let's get one more shuffle. Spring messages for Aquarius. Okay. Spring messages for Aquarius. For Aquarius, please. Ten of Wands came out. Anything else? Ten of Wands and Eight of Cups with the Six of Swords on the bottom. So Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Six of Swords on the bottom. So right underneath the Six of Swords is the Ace of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Aquarius, your spring is going to be about dropping the burdens and walking away from something and getting out of the fighting, the struggle, the choppy waters, something in your life has not been the way you wanted it. And spring is going to be your opportunity to walk towards the sunlight, to truly, look at what are my burdens, okay? And what is actually my responsibility? And how can I make myself happy? Because this doesn't apply for all of you, but some of you, I'm getting this message that you're like, I'm just not happy right now. And I know I need to make some form of movement, but I just feel so burdened and everything just seems like it's so rough, right? But use this spring as an opportunity to kind of drop the burdens that aren't serving you. Ten of Wands to Eight of Cups. Can't say that any other way, pretty much. Drop the burdens. You're maxed out on what you can handle. Now, this could be, in any regard, right? Maybe you're dealing with a lot of family stuff. Maybe it's, your living situation. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's friends. Maybe it's all of that, right? Completely burdened. And then having to really look at what is going to bring you towards the light. What is going to bring you happiness? Or what's going to keep you stuck and sad? But if you allow yourself to sail away from this, this burden and this emotional sadness, and allow yourself to speak your truth, allow yourself to have fun again and passion in your life. And that's what's actually going to bring you this 10 of Pentacles, financial success, financial stability in general, happy home life, happy family. And underneath that, I just saw 3 of Wands. So it's coming. The ships are coming in. You're getting this 10 of Pentacles. You're going to have a passionate new opportunity to do something that's going to bring more fun, more love, more confidence, more action into your life. You're going to have to speak your truth on what you want. You're going to have to get out of the choppy waters and sail away, right? But what better opportunity to force you to sail away than when you're completely burdened by what you're dealing with and knowing, okay, that something's got to change, right? You can't keep going like this. Let's not come back in the summer and do another reading for Aquarius where it's this again, okay? Don't do this all spring. Don't ride this out. Don't keep those burdens and just keep living in that energy, right? If you're not happy, I'm going to see if I can get any clarification just to get a little bit more detailed for some of you. But there's something that you've taken on too much or that's a burden, whether it be physical burdens, right? Emotional burdens, financial burdens. It's all apply. Maybe you're a mom and you just have taken on so much. And, you're dealing with this kid, you're dealing with this kid. And you're like, something's got to give. Like, I have no time for myself. I'm not doing anything for myself. What can we drop? What can we, or how can we change our mindset around it to allow for at least 5 to 15 minutes for yourself? So you can clear your head and be more, present in each of those situations. And that's just an example. I know not all of you are moms. I'm just saying. Okay. Let me get any clarification. Clarify the 10 of Wands for me. Clarify 10 of Wands. Magician and Strength. So could be a Gemini, a Virgo, or a Libra that you're dealing with here, or that's burdening you. But for clarification here, I think that this is trying to say that if, in order to drop those burdens, because you've had enough, you need to actually use your inner strength to look at what you truly want so that you can manifest the life that you want and know that life is magical, know that good things are coming. But you have to change the inner thought process, right? And be confident and use that inner strength to manifest what you really want. Go have more fun, make more friends, Aquarius. 3 of Cups on the bottom. It's going to help you get out of that burden. And for any of you that are in this situation, I just have to say it, end the martyrdom. Okay? Don't act like a martyr. You allowed yourself to take these burdens on, right? We all have the choice. And no, I'm not saying, that you should have not helped somebody out or not, been there for somebody. No, of course not, right? But we allow ourselves to think certain things. We allow ourselves to feel certain responsibilities. But is that you just not knowing your worth and doing these things because you feel like it's the only way you'll receive love? Ding, 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 ding. Is that going on? Make some new friends, Aquarius. Go out and have fun. Have fun with new people. Um, Close out the cycle of you feeling not strong enough to create what you want in this life, if that applies. All right. On to Pisces. Good luck, Aquarius, by the way. On to Pisces. Let's see. What do we have for Pisces for spring? My next patient that's going to be here in less than 20 minutes is a Pisces. So we're going to end on Pisces, and then I'll get a little bit more Pisces energy before my day ends. Okay, spring messages for Pisces. Let me drink water. Hold on. Okay, Pisces. Show me the spring messages for Pisces. Spring messages for Pisces. Ace of Wands. Yay. Fun new adventure, potentially. New opportunity. Spring messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Jesus, that one did like a triple flip in the air. 9 of Cups. All right. With the Lovers on the bottom. So Pisces, you might be dealing with a Gemini. But the Lovers is also a choice, right? So you could have a new love coming in based on this spread, though. You could have a Gemini waiting on you, Pisces, because at the bottom of the deck, Lovers, and then 3 of Wands. Like, so, like, you're ready, the ships are coming in, maybe there's a Gemini waiting on you. Potentially, right? But for you in spring, Pisces, this is beautiful. Basically, they're saying, get out of your comfort zone, do something new. You have lots of new opportunities. You have choices that are going to help you succeed. But you have to make the choice to actually go do those things and actually put yourself out there and actually allow yourself to feel free, to feel emotionally fulfilled, to feel like, your wishes are coming true. There's beautiful things that are happening in your life. Allow yourself to feel that. So for you with this, I do think this could be, a beginning of a love situation. This could be, I think you're finally going to let yourself go for something that you've wanted for a while in the spring. This spring, you have a choice to really, truly take a step forward. And it's going to be something that you're passionate about, or someone you're passionate about. It's going to bring emotional fulfillment, but make sure that you're already emotionally fulfilled and grateful and knowing that, that the universe provides, that good things are coming in. And I think you just need to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Trust in your intuition and know that everything's going to be okay if you make this new offer or take this new offer, or just kind of do something passionate for yourself. That message just repeated itself in my head. Okay, Pisces, you need to do something passionate for yourself, for nobody else other than you. What is going to make you happy? Do something active, passionate, like just roar, that roar energy. Do something that's so passionate and active that's going to make you happy, that's going to bring more fulfillment and joy into your life. And this may be in regards to love, a choice, A Gemini. Give me advice for Pisces before we close out today. Advice for Pisces. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. I really appreciate it. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. You got the Fool in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. I'm reading this a little bit differently based on the message that I just got. I wouldn't normally read the Fool this way, but I just have to say it because I'm getting it. They're telling me to tell you not to be a fool. Okay? Don't sit in the Five of Cups, mental and emotional anguish and lamenting and depressed because you think you can't go for something. Right? Don't be a fool. Don't be foolish and allow yourself to sit in this nasty Five of Cups energy when you know what's going to make you happy. Go for it. Go for what's going to make you happy, right? This can also speak to the right timing, right? So don't jump into something if it's not the right time. And this is what I feel like you've been doing for months now, Pisces. A lot kept coming up about you being burdened, about you having a lot of things going on and not being able to necessarily do things for yourself. But your spring is all about something new and passionate that's going to bring you happiness. Don't be foolish in a sense of not thinking you're good enough or thinking, oh, I want to go for this person, but they probably don't like me. Maybe I waited too long. If you have that mentality about it, then don't worry. You'll never get it. And I hate being just so little, snide comments about that, right? That little facetious kind of like, well, don't worry, you'll never get it then. I'm being silly, Pisces. Plus, it's the end of a long reading. I'm going to be silly by the time I get to you guys anyway. Hopefully you can appreciate that about me. But don't be foolish in the sense of like, don't stay in the heartache. Don't stay in the depression. Like, don't be a fool thinking you don't deserve this Ace of Wands and Nine of Cups because you do. You're ready for it now too. This is coming in for spring. Oh. Are you anxious about letting someone know that you've liked for a long time that you like them? Are you anxious about that? Because this is telling you to go for it. It's going to make you happy. Have that passionate, fiery beginning. Start something up, or, this could be new love. This could be, but it's new with whomever it's with. It's new for that situation. This is not someone that you were married to 5 years ago and already had all that passion with in the past. No, this is new, passionate, jumping into something that does make you very happy. And I think this is something that whatever you need to go for here, or this fun thing that you need to do or have, I think it's with someone that you haven't had a romantic, endeavor with. And it just never came to fruition. Like you guys never came together, so to speak. Yeah. I think you want to move forward and choose somebody in particular that you have kind of liked for a while, but you didn't let yourself before. And I think you're finally going to let yourself this spring. All right. Good luck to all of my Pisces and all of my signs, regardless. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter if you celebrate that this weekend. Other than that, make sure you love yourself. Do something for yourself. And especially for you guys, Pisces, go do something passionate and fun that's going to bring joy to your life. Okay. It's time. Spring is time for you to take that jump into something passionate. Good luck. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.